Okay, all right.
You said you're operating this 60,000 barrels per day capacity.
Yes.
Out of the 60,000 barrels, liters of AGO, PMS, and DPK.
Okay, so from this, what we get for the NAFTA, what we get from NAFTA, both light NAFTA and heavy NAFTA, is roughly about 1.4 million liters per day.
Out of the 60,000?
Yes, out of 60,000.
1.1 million liters of what? AGO, DPK, PMS?
No, so let me go first with NAFTA.
Okay.
So NAFTA, you get the state, what we call state-run gasoline now.
What is NAFTA? Was the consumption of those general public.
So that is what we use to blend to PMS. So for instance, PMS, no refinery, a plant will produce PMS directly. What we produce is components that we blend. These are over a dozen components, but at least 3 of them based on your quality result that now gives you PMS.
Well, if I want to understand you, the NAFTA, is it an additive to the
PMS? Yes.
PMS that it will produce PMS?
Yeah. It's the base.
Okay.
The base
it's just like you are clarifying water.
Yes.
You have turbid water.
Yes.
You put chlorine, it will kill the.
It's the base
okay. So still, my question is, out of these 60, with all the additives and what have you, to me, as a consumer, I want to get PMS, AGO, DPK. So that's why I ask you, how many
of all the
liters
products?
of all the products?
Yes,
say
over 8 million.
PMS,
Over 8 million liters.
8 million liters.
Yes. Over 8 million liters per
That
day.
is
That's 60,000 barrels. Translate to 8 million liters.
Yes, over. I don't have the exact. Yes.
Are you attaining the maximum production of 60 barrels per day?
No, I'm not. Okay, no. Okay, sorry. The number I gave him is 60% of my 60,000.
Okay, sir. Yes. This place is designed to produce 60,000 barrels per day.
Okay, so yes.
Now, today you are attaining 60% of it.
Yes.
What makes you not to maximize? Do you have any challenge as to why you will not reach maximization?
Okay, let me explain. So it's like you are starting a plane, you want to take off. You don't get to maximum speed from the start point. That's what we're doing. We're filling the plant. You are filling it. As you fine tune it, you go higher. That's why we are on 60.
What is your estimated target? When do you think that you will you can attain the maximum production, full production?
It depends.
Okay.
All things being equal, you should be able to get there within 30 days.
Okay.
However, in life, all things are never equal.
Yes.
So what happens is, when you meet a challenge, any constraint, you adapt it and you keep going. Okay. Because remember, this equipment is coming from cold. So you don't want to just hit it hard because it can break. So you allow it to respond. And as it responds, the same thing with an aircraft engine. You don't just ramp it up on the beginning. No. You keep going, and then that's how we do it. So that's the takeoff point.
Let us move forward.
Just a correction. The numbers I gave you is the 60% I'm running now, not the 60,000 barrels per day.
Yeah, but then you can project.
Yeah, I can project.
Yes.
I could see some particular process has not been
We know you are the reps, you are the face of Nigeria, and we want to really thank you for your support, for your patience, for believing in us. And that is what you get when you persevere. We have been able to believe the work of Harcourt Refinery is now operating, and as the rep of Nigerians, we will show you so that you can take this out. We are aware there are a lot of other comments from naysayers, but as you see it today and you feel it, we believe you be our ambassadors and you take it out. And for that we are very grateful. Your coming is very timely, and we want to especially thank you for that. So at this point, we are now entering the old Port Harcourt Refinery. Even the foundation of the job will be placed in the center. So then the level of the job is so this is what it is. Directing the source of the other thing, you have to look at the order. That order of the life of the
Is it the best
Yes.
that one can guarantee?
Yes.
And how sustainable will this remain so that Nigerians will be rest assured that this is not an off thing, one-off thing? So what will you tell Nigerians? What guarantee will you tell Nigerians that this is sustainable for a long time to come? And the last question is, what do you need to do as a country to make sure the sustenance of this is maintained? What do we make to do? What do we need to do as a country?
Okay, so at this point, let me allow the refinery coordinator to
Okay.
respond.
Okay.
So, we know that we started up, like the MD has said, we're ramping up in terms of the utilization of the plant. We are 60% now, and as the equipment responds and the unit responds, we move. Okay, thank you, distinguished senators, for the question. Like the MD rightly said, we are 60% of the 60,000 barrels per day. As the equipment responds positively, we start ramping up. Just like your engine, when you do an engine change out, they said you cannot rev up to 100 kilometers per hour. So on the sustainability part, if you look around you, distinguished senators, you'll see some people on the panel in orange, specifically. We have created and put in place what we call an operations and maintenance support that will enable us to run and operate sustainably. So we are assured that with this support that we've gotten, we will be able, and this is a difference from the past. So what we have done is we have brought in expertise and experience to support us. All the people you see there are part of Port Harcourt Refinery staff, but also where we have shortage of expertise, we have augmented it to ensure that we don't start and stop. And if you recall, the past couple of times we've tried to start and we stopped. That's why our GCO says, as part of our ensuring energy security, we would ensure we are sustainable for a couple of days, and that's why we did that before we came to the loadout. So we will be gradually ramping up. We will not be overly excited, but we'll make sure we do the right things in the right approach to ensure we sustain these operations to the delight of Nigerians. And this is just one step in the, if you listen to our GCO, he always talks about 445. 445 means in Port Harcourt we have 210,000 barrels capacity. In Warri is 125, and in Kaduna is 110. So this is a journey in the 445. So we've done 60 now, we're moving forward. And like our EVP downstream already mentioned as well, we are moving to Warri, we are moving to Kaduna. We will not announce dates, we will just make sure we tirelessly, through perseverance, deliver on the mandate of our GCO. Thank you, sir.
The other question before the MD. running. Hopefully, Wari, hopefully, Wari and Kaduna. We have seen Dangote running. What can we assure Nigerians that this is the end of the high cost of the fuel prices in Nigeria? I'm trying to say.
Once again, welcome distinguished senators. We're in the control room. The distinguished senators' question is apt. What we try to do is to ensure that energy security for Nigerians is there. We ensure that there's job in here and product availability in country. That will drive cost eventually as we wrap up our operations across the 445. To that extent, it's a gradual journey, and with Dangote and Co, we will have competitiveness, cost efficiency, and then we drive down costs affordable to Nigerians. I think I answered. Thank you. Thank you.
Distinguished senators, chairman, if I may request, so that I'll go outside because here is a very sensitive place. Any mistake now can be. Okay. You have been. Yes. Okay, no, let's just go. Sir, I think we should just go because of time. Let's just go for time.
Go there with the message that this kind of equipment has been dominant. It's not okay. There are items, it's not like the kind of product or the kind of dominant item we want at the port.
It's from the mine.
There are items.
So quickly take you all through. This equipment was brought over 27 years ago and dumped. As part of this project, we have brought it back to life, and it is now operating and supporting the plant. It's part of the base, the stability of the plant that we have. So it just gives you a level of renewal and what we've done in this time around. No, yes, brand new brought in, but it has not been used. So it's not that we are using it. So as part of this, we brought it back. Yes, we just brought it back now. Yes, yes, because they had challenges of installation then. Part of the work they did then couldn't work, but as part of it now we're going forward. Instrumentation and control. What we have now, because it was fixed by the OEM, they brought the, of course, you know, this one has been here 27 years ago. This is the latest control system, so it's as good as new. Yes, this is a control panel. Yes, this new control panel is new. Yes, the whole structure out there, this structure you see, is the old structure. But if let's go out, you have a look. Let's go through it. You see that the whole control room. So you can see the whole stuff here. You can see everything now. No, this we have. So you see the burner assembly, brand new control system. Our senators here now, okay, fine. The structure itself here and dormant. But like I said, when we show you the product we are producing, you see it live, you feel it, and you take it back to Nigerians. Because your coming, like I said, is a huge blessing. It allows us now to show to the people what is. So we're now moving. So you can see in the this plant is fully manned, always. Hours manning. You see this man standing there with a radio, just on the panel. When they need an intervention outside, they call him, and he carries it out and he confirms back to them. So that's the way the plant is run. It's run on shift basis. Shift basis. Okay, so we just go now to the sampling point. So you can see this is bulk of heat exchangers. What happens here is we economize. A lot of times watch out, we have fluids exchanging heat so that we don't lose the heat. So when they exchange the heat, it presents us wasting too much energy, so we do energy conservation. So a lot of these banks of what we call heat exchange of fluid. So yes, a lot of steam. We use steam for heating, yes. And we use steam for driving machine with our coal turbines. Also compressors. Being pushed to the tank. Don't worry to come. Confirm your lineup. What happened is, possibly they are used of the column. If you don't run it down, you won't see it here. You have to run down. So sometimes you need to cool the top of the column. You can send it back as reflux. That's the way it's done. Okay, see it's coming. FRG now is coming. Okay. No, this is straight run gasoline. Straight run gasoline, yes. Straight run gasoline. Yeah. So the operation is you either use it to cool the top of the column or you run to. Okay, bring kerosene. I want us to feel it. Smell it. No, this is our bleach. Please smell it. Please smell the kero. No, not light, heavy. You are doing. It's normally colored. It comes up. Because of silver gasoline, I said over a dozen components. No refinery produces PMS from like this. Okay, so now, thank you all. But that's what people said. It's not that they believe. Sir, they said the one is looking like orange juice. Look at it, the one that will explain to you. See the operator. Standard one. Let's go to depot, please. Let's go to the depot. Let me see the cable. Go and see. It's white. That is what they are holding. That is what they are holding over there. It's 12 noon. It's 12 noon. We are short of time. Please, it's government checking months. They carried out the contract, and as part of their contract, right now, the plant is with them. It's after we have been able to prove the capacity before they hand over to us. So in this commissioning, they were leading. So right now is when they now prove the plant, and we now sign them out before they can continue to the new plant. So right now, they lead this startup, and they are going to prove, when you ask of that capacity, contractually, they are bound to show that this plant will do 90%. And that's why they are still leading it and they are ramping up. If he doesn't give me 90%, don't let him go. He has to. It's contractual. 72 hours. He just needs to fix it for 22 hours. Yes. The guarantee is 1 year. It's 1 year. It's 1 year contractually. But then when we talk of the capacity, he has to, if he has a limitation, then if it's within my control, if it's my own fault, that's when we can agree at any number lower. So, but the contract has defined everything. So as it stands now, he is leading the startup, and until he proves that 90%, contractually he's not free. So you can see a lot of his men around, and even on the panel, they are leading. Thank you. Mr. Fabrizio, sorry, Luca, okay.
Take them to the new refinery, not to them to what is going on.
Yeah, but you are short of time now. It's 12. It's 12 already.
We want local, the contractor, of the new refinery, just drive to for them to see that there's work going on.
Okay.
That you can see now, the difference. The next level we're going.
Okay. Okay, no, okay. Honorable Chairman, I agree. We'll come down. Thank you. So we go to a new refinery now. Oh, steam. It's steam leak. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's small. Steam. It's a steam trap. Steam trap is normal. Yes. Okay. No, just drive through. Okay, I'll try. So this is a very safe facility, and we'll ensure it's fully protected. Yes, please, you come with us. You meet us there. So first we go through, we'll just drive through the area 1. We're going to area 1 in the new plants. Let's meet in area 1. Yes. Yes, please. You see, this is the 60,000 barrels, the new plant.
Are they coming down? Yes.
Distinguished Senator, distinguished gentlemen, better understanding the starting point of the plant, the philosophy, verification with third party of all components of the entire facility. And the difficult part was to integrate the new component, save the shell, but all the left not under service for decades is not something that you can plan 100%. Most of the activity are born upon a deep investigation on the facility. For example, we are changing all the compressor, we are upgrading the compressor. Also to stay in the budget, there were some assumptions that when you become a critical part, we have to be ready to have a plan B. So it's not a plug-in project, it's something where the expertise of the people, the organization and the mindset of the people is the key of the success of the project. So what we ask is not only support that we see we have from PHRC, from the government, from everybody, is also to not destroy let me be very frank, fake news that we read around that we are not accountable. We are accountable. I think after many trials we delivered. We are accountable. We always open the door to our warehouse, to our engineering. So to everybody, we were there. We are there. We keep asking the support because what we are doing is something that nobody did in the world. Rehabilitation, so extensive rehabilitation of a plant which was not in service since long. It's never happened in the world. So it's the first time that this an adventure is going through and is becoming successful, that we have to be proud of ourselves. And we have to thank everybody, the community, everybody which is working with us. That is the prayer that I do to everybody, to stay beside us.
What is the level of completion? And your target? Do you have any target time? The level.
Over the old Port Harcourt Refinery, as the contractors has mentioned, we are doing a total overhaul, a total replacement of some of our main pipes, and then we expect some little hitches. We will deliver the contract, even seem to be late. The exact timeline, we are careful and we are working quietly with everybody in this project to ensure that we don't extend very far from where our contractual timeline is. Having said that, we expect that the delta for delivery of this project will be reasonable within the contingent limit of delivery. And it will be very soon because, as we said there before now, we want to ensure that the refineries, the old and new, as well as Warrior and Port Harcourt, is up and running. And we have a generic timeline that from here, Nigerians will be happy within no distant time that the process and the project will be fully completed. This one we are working behind, you can see massive job that is about ending. We'll review it and get to Nigerians as quick as possible for the due delivery date. Thank you.
First of all, I listened to the contractor. I listened to the contractor clearly, and one of the highlights, what he said, was the mindset. First of all, we need to congratulate you for the oil refinery and congratulate the President, Commander-in-Chief, and of course, the technical crew and all personnel of the ANPC for a near magic situation. Yes, it's difficult to give out the timelines, but as we are here, we need to have the status. What is the percentage completion you have arrived at this moment? Secondly, there are issues that the committee will not be able to discuss openly here. And therefore, the contractor has to be ready and the management has to be ready to come and have a round-table discussion. I think we have learned our lesson as Nigerians, and we need to make sure this thing doesn't happen again. 27 down the lane, I think is possible as one can recall. Nothing happened 27 years, and this is something, like he said, this has never been done anywhere in the world. So this thing shouldn't happen with new refinery again. And therefore, going forward, we need to understand and be more serious than we are. We know the politics. One of the questions that I wanted to raise, we have this history of some of this infraction, the internal sabotage and the external sabotage. This is not a question for you, it's a question for him. What do you now intend to do to put in place in making sure that both the internal and the external infraction will not happen again?
I want to add another one, sir. New refinery was established in 1989. The other first one, 1965, which means that the one constructed by Shell is about 24 years older than this one. Now, do you think that the level of rehabilitation in this one, I hope that it will not attain, you will find it will not be too much replacement like the one that has lasted over 50 years. I'm trying to say so because we would need also to talk to our contractors so that whatever replacement that is being done or whatever new work that is being done, we must meet state-of-the-art equipment. Because don't be surprised to find out that the one done by Shell might be much, much more than probably, because as time goes on, our contractors seem to be failing us in supplying authentic things. So I want you to watch. The one earlier has a larger gap. This one has not lasted like that one. I hope that both contractors were sincere. And I hope you who is coming to do replacement, it was going to take a longer time before we think of doing another rehabilitation. That's just my own cautious.
Let me start from the first question by distinguished Senator Abdul Ningi. That question is apt. Right now, we have a very strong governance process, a template for the job, and a performance. I'm adding the two questions together, and a performance guarantee for the contractor to ensure that there's an upgrade of technology and there's expectation of when the timeline or the age or how long this plan should be. It is in our well-defined scope that we engage them. And for us, if we have a template, a standard template on operating refineries around the world, we replicate it, we enforce it here, and we monitor. There's a lot of assurances. There's a lot of quality control assurances within the work processes. And that will minimize internal and external intervention so that continuous operating and maintenance, as we told you elsewhere, is being in place within the refineries and across all the refineries in this country. We ensure that also our staff, I've just talked to them as directed by the GCO, that there will be best practice. We will send them across to other refineries, how it's being operated, best practice, and replicate here. We won't take the chances, and our turnaround will be as and when due, so that we don't allow a gap, and you find out that the plants become aging, non-maintenance. And that's why you see across our various contractors, there's a diversity in our pickup of expertise and competencies so that we get best practices. We would want to operate it internationally and with a high level of today's technology and looking forward to the future. So I think I was able to answer both of your questions. Thank you, sir.
Mine is only one question. It's a little bit big because before you quote for a job, you must have done your homework. You must have gone around, assessed the work you are bidding. So you must have done your homework. You must have inspected this refinery thoroughly before you submit your quotation. So if you have done that, there is no reason why you cannot give us a specific timeline that you will complete this job. Thank you.
Thank you for the question. It's something that has to be clear to everybody. The contract that we have is not foreseen everything.
The contract that we have as a basic scope of work, signed the contract, has been honored. We are far from 90% of completion, to your knowledge. The rest of the plant is what on the contract you see as overall. That means is in addition to the basic scope of work. And I thank you for this question. So as a basic scope of work, for your knowledge, 99% of engineering is done. 99% of the procurement is done. 87+% of construction in the basic scope of work is done. The rest is, as per contract, to see the condition of the existing. This was to save the budget, honorable gentlemen, because PHRC was taking account also the budget, and to save as much as possible resources. Part of the contract was to be on site and try to rehabilitate without changing. So now, as I said before, after many expertise, third party, whatever we need to change, we have to change. And this was the risk in terms of timeline that was taken at the moment of the project, that is giving, yes, a longer timeline, but in some cases, PHRC saved the time and money rehabilitating and reusing something which was already here. I hope I answer to your question.
We can go. We are really pressed for time. The plane is running. You put it in the new according to your plan. For a brownfield, when you go in, there will be a lot of surprises. This is a brownfield. I give you an example. Look at all these pipes on the ground. They are brand new. If you watch within the pipes, you can see those ones. Those lengths have been replaced. They failed integrity. If you look round, same thing that happened in the old plant. You see pipe replacements. After correction, these were not part of the base scope. It's what, as we started, we have to see the integrity of the pipes, and so that's the essence of a brownfield. So we'll now leave and go to the depot and see the end product of our activity here. Thank you very much.
Yes, we have over 5,000 kilometer pipeline scattered across the country. So through that, we'll be able to ensure there is energy security for the. So this is an example of what we have there. We have several of these in different terminals. So this is the Port Harcourt terminal. The one have Harcourt Refinery. So we are going to demonstrate how we are going to load. We have commenced loading 3 days ago. We have loaded over 40 trucks. So loading continues today. So we want to demonstrate that it is really true that we are loading. So we what? Okay. We can load as much as okay. Now we have as much as we get production, we have the capacity to do. Okay, for each of the beds, some are 33,000, some are 40,000, some are 30,000. So it takes, we can take up to 20 trucks, take about 80. That's the last. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Presently now, we can check maybe that one is we check it. But for now, we are loading here. No. When we are we need a clarification. Nigeria need a clarification. What is PMS? Because they are saying that all what you are doing, there was no petrol. Let us go into layman language where everybody can understand. Are you loading petrol from Port Harcourt Refinery 3 days to today? That is exactly what we are doing. we are loading petrol from Port Harcourt Refinery.
Because on my way here, there is a report from one online media, very popular online media, debunking the claim of our NNPC that they are not in any way producing petrol. All what they are producing is some product, but not petrol. That is the reason why I ask this question for emphasis and put it in a layman language where everybody can understand. You know, we are here to build confidence. We are here to bridge the gap. We are representative of the people. Therefore, we are here to take the message of NNPC to our constituencies, 109 constituencies in Nigeria, and of course, 360 constituencies. Because we are the representative of the people, we need to ask questions.
So MD Refinery can answer that question. Okay, thank you. So, like I said earlier, no refinery produces PMS directly from its equipment. PMS, Premium Motor Spirit, is a blend of over a dozen components. And the PMS must contain at least 3. What determines what you sell is the specification. Because all these components are basically carrying similar carbon chains. So we have in the mix what we call straight-run gasoline, we have naphtha, we have reformate, we have gasoline, we have cracked C5. They are all hydrocarbons. And what you do is you ensure that the properties, primarily run, is met, and other specifications. The moment that blend is met, then you sell out. So Port Harcourt Refinery right now is blending PMS as a standard in every refinery in the world with the components we have. And we are meeting specification and we are selling to marketers and we are all happy. Thank you.
The other time when we were there, sustainability, making sure this is not a one-off matter. And we are here, we have seen the trucks, but we have not seen enough expected trucks that we've been told in the news. The MD pipelines and this thing said about 20 trucks per day. For now, why are you not doing more?
We are bringing them. The trucks are, you can see on your way coming. You see a lot of because of the security and safety.
Part of what we do as a committee is we want to have a comprehensive data of the daily acreage, what you load every day, and we are going to make sure that one of us stays here and making sure this happens, because we are raising a lot of Nigerian hopes on this production, and a lot of people are beginning to say yes. Quite a number of people are saying are having question mark. So we want to make sure that we make sure we put pressure on you so that this production should continue. Lastly, we had there is you also maintain the pipelines. We also understand there is a sabotage of pipeline to Kaduna Refinery. Are you aware of that?
Okay, a follow-up question. Maybe we can have time to interact with some. I can understand that maybe there are dealers who are ready to take. Therefore, we need a time to just interact with them directly to hear from them. Is it a reality what they are saying? Because you see, now when I'm coming, I read one piece from Sahara Reporters debunking the claim of NNPC that there was no petrol. Totally, there was no petrol on what you are doing. Therefore, we need your intervention. And you need to know that what you are telling us now, you are telling Nigeria, and we are addressing Nigeria. We are the representative of the people. Therefore, kindly, we need a sincere position from you as representative of these people.
Thank you very much. My name is Promise Ocha. I'm the chairman of Emily Nigeria Petroleum Marketers Association. As you can see, we are all delighted to know that despite all that has happened in this refinery, over 3 years ago, there's redundancy in unproductivity in refinery. But I'm happy that the managing director of refinery has able to keep his head above the water. Honestly, as you can see, we are there in depot. The plant is up, producing. The loading arms. They are loading since 2 days ago. They are loading. Now there you can see by yourself that they are loading. So they are loading petrol, PMS. That's all the word it has. Yeah, petrol. So they are loading. That is all. So anyone that is saying that there is no loading is telling a lie. I'm not outside the port. So those who are speaking as they don't know what is really happening. You don't blame them because everybody is entitled to their opinion. Thank you very much. My name is Dr. Joseph Obele. I am the managing director of Skylinkers filling station, the filling station on the National Control Association, Nigeria, Abuja. To put on good rate and let it go that the Harcourt Refinery has been dormant for the past 6 years. The old refinery of 200,000 barrels capacity and the oldest refinery, Premium Refinery, has been dormant for over 23 years. And history was made 3 days ago on Tuesday when the Harcourt came up on stream. And arising from several failed days, people never believed, and I would say trust has been assassinated in Nigeria. And this is why people are further speculating. Commencement of refinery is not really or factual. But let's play a record that since Tuesday my own truck have loaded, my tanker drivers are smelling, conductors are smelling, the host community are smelling, petty traders. Now, around here we have over 5,000 petty traders, and for things they've been out of business. Lives have come again. And petroleum marketers, a lot of them are finding it difficult to buy their drugs that were sick, hence they started buying. So I can't count divorces. Our marketers whose wives have gone to do nonsense and that divorced their wife because of inability to feed. But now marketers are smiling, tanker drivers are smiling, the host committee are smiling. So we on behalf of Petro, we want to score the GMD of NNPC, the Chief Executive Group Executive Officer. We want to score him excellent performance, and Petro is scoring 1,001 for the commencement of Harcourt Refinery. Thank you and God bless you. Let us have this one. Then, okay, you will talk. Let this one. Because you are the representative. This and the depot communities that are here. My name is Dr. Billy. My name is Dr. Billy Ginisari. I'm the National President of Petroleum Products Retail Outlet Owners Association of Nigeria. We were here on Tuesday. There were no specific invitations given to anybody. Everybody that came here came because they heard that something good was about to happen. We waited here for hours, and finally the hour came when we all in our eyes saw tankers loading from all these loading arms. PMS, petrol, and as the MD has said, some of us know that PMS is not a direct product that is refined. It is always blended. So we need to help Nigeria, that the President, the Minister of Petroleum, the NNPC Group CEO, and all of his team, especially the MD of this refinery, Engineer Onoja, who has lived here at the risk. That's why, because he's here, he's not going anywhere. You come here in the morning, you see him. You go, if you even invite him to come out, he will not come. So that kind of passion and patriotism is something we want to encourage, and that's why. No, she'll be here. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you that have come to see that our business is on. Let me just say something. On Tuesday, people sold rice here. On Tuesday, people bought beer. On Tuesday, started happening on the peripheries. So we are hoping that NNPC will move as fast as possible. Let us have our over 6,000 plus members to start buying product from this place. Thank you.
Mutane na cewa duk maganar da NNPC suke faɗa da gwamnati ba gaskiya bane ba a fara ɗaukar fetur a wajen nan ba suna ta yadawa. Wannan ya sa ɗaya daga cikin ayyukan mu zo mu bincika domin mu tabbatar da abin da ake faɗa gaskiya ne, ya sa muka zo muka zagaya muka gani yanzu mun zo inda depot nan take. Shin gaskiya ne NNPC ta fara yin wannan aiki, an fara samun man nan ko kuwa? Ka gaya mana gaskiya, kuma ka san kana yin magana ne da duniya. Dan ya ne kai.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Honorable. Okay. Sunana Honorable Diko Mohammed Ingofa from Sokoto State Binji Local Government. Ni ina ɗaya daga cikin 'yan arewa wanda suke a nan Eleme Local Government. A ko ban yi ba na kashe. To kuma hakikanin gaskiya duk wasu maganganu ake yi ba a lodi ba a lodi. Ni na riga na gani kuma na tabbatar na shaida. Wannan shugaban kasar namu ba abin da za mu ce mishi illa Allah ya saka mishi da alheri, kuma insha Allah yanzu kima muna da kwamiti da muka zauna ranar Juma'a insha Allah za mu je mu yi announcement a masallaci ne a gaya muku cewa kowa duk inda dan kasuwa yake ya zo ya sai kaya ko mun yana tafiya daidai. Thank you very much. Na gode.
To I think the chief host.
Thank you, Chairman. Together, yes, came together as members of the Nigerian Senate, even though I am a senator from the soil, and he's my chairman. I was also here when you started your work earlier with our previous chairman, late Ifanyoba. We went round that day like we have done today. From everything around us, can see that so much has been done and so much has been realized. I want to congratulate all of you that took part in ensuring that we get back to the previous ways things used to happen. We can notice that the people are happy, all stakeholders, the natives, everyone is happy, and we have confirmed from them that business is truly going on, and that petrol is being produced and sold here in Eleme Refinery. So I want to assure Nigerians that we came, we saw, and we agreed. So thank you very much, and we want to appeal that you continue, like our leader, Senator Ningi, said here, sustainability is key. We don't want next week to hear that, oh, something went wrong and it has stopped. Let it continue as you have been doing. Now you have achieved 60% of your 60. Now we would like to hear by next week that you have achieved at least 61 or 62 or even 80% of your 60. And Nigerians will continue to have hope and believe in you. I can assure you that. Once again, I want to congratulate you and everyone that has taken part in ensuring that we are here. The host communities, all of you. So thank you very much. A very loud clap of the hands for you.
I think our host, a member of the boss committee of turnaround maintenance Adhoc committee and downstream committee. We are very proud of him. We saw and we agree. There is testimony from the people who are working here, businessmen, and even the community representative are here. More grace to your elbow. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help you to make a serious history on this sector on behalf of the committee, on behalf of the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and our leader, Senate President of the Senate, Chief Akpabio, and of course, our President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Thank you. We have already made our position clear. We have already made ourselves clear to Nigeria. Definitely we are happy, we are excited. That is the reason why we insist that we must come and see as representative of the people. And now we have a testimony from the people who are here, from the local, from the business people, from the representative of this area in the National Assembly, of course, and we saw it with our eyes. Therefore, we are hoping things will come down in Nigeria. The main challenge of Nigeria is petrol price. By the grace of God, if we work together, despite our challenges, we will reach our destination, the destination where everybody will happy, the destination where we will thank our leaders of what they are doing. Thank you.
Thank you. Communities, guys.
Chairman of the Senate of the Federal,
with his commitment, with his can-do attitude, we are able to deliver. We are happy and very grateful to this August Senate committee that are in our facilities from the plant and to the depot of Port Harcourt Refinery. We've all seen it, and then as we explained to them, the refinery is revving up. We are 60% of the 60 capacity of our production or capacity utilization, and we progress in that order so that at the end of the day, across board, NNPC will support security, energy in this country with all our depots working and all refineries in due course come on stream. So having said that, we thank everybody, including the community where activities for the last 2 days has picked up. We thank everybody and we thank Nigerians for understanding with us. Having said that, we will now see the final phase from the plant to the loading arm, where physically you see loading into the tanks to the end users. Thank you, and we believe in you, and you believe in us. Thank you. God bless you.
No, the guy is using phone. Don't use your phone. Okay, let me. The guy is holding phone. Yeah, somebody, some two people should go there. Oh. You see they use the mic for yeah, I see what you mean. Huh? You see the way you that place they will talk to the end.
My brother.
mai ta fatakwal ba mu sani ba yaya al'amuran suke a halin yanzu tun daga bayanai suna ta gabatar cewa kwana uku da ya wuce an fara tatan mai a wannan waje bayan shekara da shekaru kuna zaune babu.
Alhamdulillahi muna murna ga Allah da abin da ya mana da abin da yawan 'yan Najeriya. Tabbas muna wannan matatar ga dai motoci da ma'aikata ana lodin mai, ana lodin petrol. Alhamdulillah abin da aka kasa Allah ya yi mana. Wannan taimako ne da muka samu daga Allah, daga shugaban ƙasa da ya jinjita mana, ya tatasa mana, ya tabbatar yana mana tuni cewa sai mun fito da mai kuma mun ba 'yan Najeriya mai, so da daga baya za a samu sauƙi ga mai. Shi kuma shugabanmu Mele Kyari Kwalo, shugaban GECO na NNPC, ba dare ba rana ba bacci ya tabbatar cewa 'yan Najeriya an samu sauƙi, an samu wadataccen mai a ƙasa. Matatarmu ta Refinery na Port Harcourt ta fara aiki tabbas kwana uku da suka gabata. An kuma ana bi da hankali, insha Allah tun da aka fara da hankali, motoci suna zuwa suna ɗiban mai suna ta iya, insha Allah zai bayyana. Kuma duk sauran matatarmu da Tawari da Kaduna insha Allah nan ba da jima ba za su fara aiki. In aka hada da waɗansu matatan mai da ake da su a ƙasa, insha Allah mai zai wadata a ƙasa kuma za a samu sauƙi daga baya.
To ranka daɗe, wannan kwamitin majalisar dattawa ne ya zo muku mai kula da ƙoƙarin farfado da matatun mai ɗin nan. Sun muku tambayoyi musamman na cewa anya wannan ba kamar wato ainihin abu bane na ganin ido da za a yi wa 'yan Najeriya domin su ce an fara wani abu daga baya kuma a noke. Wani tabbaci za ka bada na cewa wannan abu ya zo kenan dindindin?
Waɗannan sanatocin shugabanninmu ne, suna da hakkoki, suna da kuma ayyuka da ya cancanta wajibi a kan su diba ire-irenmu da kuma kamfanoni da ma'aikatan gwamnati a tabbatar cewa abin ne ya kamata a yi. Doka ya ba su dama su zo su duba anya abubuwan nan lahiya ne, gaskiya ne. To muna murna da zuwansu, mun zagaya da su, sun gani, sun tabbatar. Sa'an nan zuwansu yana iya nuna mana cewa waɗannan mun yi daidai, wannan ba mu yi daidai ba, saboda a ci gaba a gyara a samu abu mai ɗaurewa. To insha Allah zuwansu muna murna sosai. Madadin shugabanmu GCO ya yi murna, mun yi waya da shi, ya tabbatar cewa ya yi murna. Waɗannan dattabai ne namu, shugabanni ne namu, sun zo sun gani, babu ƙarya, kuma muna ƙoƙarin insha Allah abin ne ya gaya mana mu zauna nan mu tabbatar, ba ma yau ba kwana uku da suka gabata ba, insha Allah za a ci gaba da wannan sarrafa mai ga 'yan Najeriya.
Akwai batun sauki, yawanci mutane in an ce an fara ɗaukar fetur batun su yaya farashin zai sauka daga inda yake a yanzu?
Biiznillah, kamar yadda muka samu ta gefen sarrafa 'yan telefon, 'yan communication, in aka fara abu in yi wadata insha Allah za a samu sauki. Yanzu muka fara insha Allah za a samu saukin farashi.